First, you're gonna go into child's pose. Bring the knees out slightly toward like shoulder position. Then you're gonna walk your hands over to one side. Feel a stretch through your low back and upper back. And walk over to the other side and feel the same. And you're going to be holding that for 30 seconds to a minute. So you're going to start with your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. You're going to bring your hands together, prayer pose. You can clasp them, whatever works for you. Then what you're going to do is you're going to do a breath in. And you come down, and then you're just going to stay in that deep squat. We want to really try to get as low as we can, but keep our heels down. And then you can try and separate your legs by pushing out with your forearms and elbows. And you're just going to stay in that pose. Doing a deep breath. When you do that deep breath in, try to really expand the belly and expand that pelvic floor. And then just keep holding that on the breath in and out for about 30 seconds to a minute. So what you're gonna do on this next one for the doorway stretch, you are going to lay down with your butt as close as you can to the doorway with one foot up on the side of the doorway. The other leg should be through the doorway. What you're going to do is you're going to put that leg up there. You're going to try to go as close as you can, leg straight. If you can't, you can bend it a little bit if it's really, really tight. And you're just going to really work on breathing and trying to stay in that position. Trying to work on stretching throughout that hamstring, holding for 30 seconds to a minute, and then you would flip sides and try to do the other leg. You're going to start in this position, laying down, knees bent up, feet about shoulder width or even a little bit closer in, and you're just going to rock side to side, okay? Going nice and slow and controlled, and you're going to feel the stretch in your low back. And you're going to come back over to the other side. Hands can be on your belly, on your side, whatever feels comfortable to you. Again, going nice and slow, feeling that stretch on both sides, and go back and forth for about 30 seconds to a minute. The Psoas stretch, or the modified Thomas stretch. So you're going to lay on a bed with your butt almost going to fall off. You're going to bring that leg down to the side. If it's a shorter bed, couch, whatever you're doing it on, that's okay if your leg touches, because what you're going to do is you're going to slowly walk that leg back. And then you will feel that stretch through the upper leg here. And then you can just do a deep breath in and out. If you want a little bit more advanced, then you can also bring this other leg like this up while stretching that back. If the bed or couch is too high, then you can just let that leg hang while bringing that leg back. Now what you're going to do for the piriformis stretch is you're going to start here, lying down, knees bent, and you're going to bring one leg up, doesn't matter which one, and you're going to cross that leg over the other leg. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take that arm that is on the same side as the leg bent, and you're going to push the knee down and really try to stretch out that hip. You're going to feel it in the front and the back of your hip. And you're going to really try to work through breathing on this one as well. Breathing in and out, and you're going to try to push as far as you can on that and hold for 30 seconds to a minute. If you want to advance this stretch, you can also keep this position. Do not push into the knee, but you're going to actually grab through this leg and you're going to pull it up with your arms. And you can lay down, you can come up, whatever feels comfortable for you, and you're just gonna pull that leg back so that you feel this stretch even more and this hip that's bent up. Then you would switch sides and do each for 30 seconds to a minute. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna sit in a chair, legs crossed, one leg up like this. You are going to push down with your arms onto that knee on the leg that is crossed over. Don't put too much pressure through the knee. If you do have any arthritis or any issues in pain through the knee, you can bring your arms back and you can push more through the upper portion of the leg. And you're just gonna push down and really hold that and feel it in the hip. Breathe in and out. Working on trying to release that tension. Hold for 30 seconds to a minute, and then you would switch legs. Okay, now what you're going to do for internal rotators, you're going to sit in the chair. One leg is going to be bent up over the other. You're going to clasp your hands like this, reach around one of the legs, and you're going to stretch that knee up to the opposite shoulder. So you're going to pull up like this, and you will feel a stretch through your hip in your buttocks area. And you're just going to try to hold that as long as you can for 30 seconds to a minute. And you're going to work on that breathing again. In and out and feeling that stretch. Then you would switch to the other leg. Okay, now with a pigeon twist, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to be sitting in the chair, one leg crossed over the other. On that leg that's crossed over, you're going to clasp your hands like this, wrap around the knee, and then you're going to bring that knee up to the opposite shoulder. And then what you're going to do is you're going to twist towards the leg that is up. So you're going to twist towards that leg, and you're going to do a deep breath in and out. On this, you should feel the stretch through here, but you should also feel the stretch through your upper back. And when you do a deep breath in and out, you should feel even more of a stretch and kind of like you're stretching out your diaphragm. It's going to feel almost like a little bit of a pull. And then you would switch legs and do the opposite, holding for 30 seconds to a minute. All right, so first what you're going to do is you're going to do a stride forward, kind of like you're going to do a lunge. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come down onto that back knee, okay? And then you're going to stretch forward. And you're going to feel a stretch through the front of that hip on the leg that is back. So you're going to stretch as far forward as you can. You can even try and lean back with your upper body and you'll get even more of a stretch. And you're going to hold that for 30 seconds to a minute, and then you will switch legs. So this is the butterfly stretch for the groin. You can do this lying down or seated. A lot of times it's easiest to do it lying down because you can do this while you're doing any down training or breathing to really open up the pelvis. So you would lie down, feet together, knees out, and you're not going to be flapping or anything like that. You're just going to try to stay in this position. If you want to give just a gentle stretch by pushing the legs down, you can do that as well. And you're going to just try to work on breathing through this as well. Breath in through the belly, out. In and out, and you're going to do that for 30 seconds to a minute. So you're going to sit in a chair. You want to probably scoot your butt out a little bit closer to the edge of the chair. Kick one leg forward, the other one can stay back, and then you're just going to reach forward as far as you can and feel a stretch in the back of the hamstring on that leg that is outstretched. You're going to do the same thing, breath in and out. Really working on feeling that stretch through here, holding for 30 seconds to a minute, and then you would switch legs, doing the same.